Dr. Rusty, could you please give a brief introduction on the topic?
Okay, yeah, thank you. So I will take you through what happens in the lab after doing egg collection and before you do embryo transfer or freezing of embryos. So essentially, so what happens is, let us say you do egg collection on Monday. So all the eggs are collected, and then if you do IVF, then eggs left with your partner's sperm in the incubator, and then next day embryologist checks how many of those eggs fertilized. If you're doing ICSI, then eggs are stripped off the surrounding cells, then sperm is injected. One sperm injected into each egg. Then next morning, which is day 1, the embryologist checks for fertilization. So day 0 is a day of egg collection, which is Monday. So Tuesday morning, embryologist checks, which is day 1, for fertilization. So all the fertilized eggs are put in the incubator for further growth and maturation. So for the growth. So then you have some unfertilized eggs and abnormal eggs. Those eggs will get discarded. So let us say you had the 12 eggs. So out of 12 eggs, 10 fertilized. Those 10 fertilized eggs, now they're called embryos. So they are put in the incubator to grow them for until utilizable stage. So on the day 1, eggs have one cell with a 2 pronucleus. Healthy fertilized eggs, they have a 2 pronucleus. This is called 2PN. They are actually called zygotes, not quite embryo yet, but they are in transition to become embryo. So one single cell with 2 nucleus. So then the next day, if embryo is developing fine, then that cell, one single cell, should divide into 2, then divide again. So next morning, which is a Wednesday morning, which is day 2, you should see 2 to 6 cell embryos. So then next morning, which is Thursday morning, which is day 3, if you check, you should see approximately 8 cell embryos. So still, if you have a 6 to 10 cell, that's also normal, but generally in average you should be seeing 8 cells. So these cells are copies of the main cell. So they just, embryos keep multiplying. So cells keep dividing into 2. Then you keep creating the copies of the cells. So let us say, okay, so you had the egg collection on Monday. You got the eggs and fertilized them. Next morning you checked. You have 2 nucleus, which is called 2PN. That's normal fertilization. All these normally fertilized embryos are put in the incubator. Then you check. If you check, you don't have to check. So next day there are 2 to 4 cells. Then next day 6 to 10 cells. So all this day 2 and day 3 embryos called cleavage stage embryos. So here you can distinctly see each cell individually. So the next phase of development is called morula. So these eggs start compacting on day 3. Then they start merging with each other to create morula stage embryo. So morula stage embryo, you cannot actually see each cell distinctly. So it all looks like mixed with each other. So that's day 4 embryo. So on day 4, if you check the embryos, they should be morula stage embryo. So day 3 at night, they should be compacting morula. On day 4, they should be full morula stage embryo. So then next day, which is day 5, which is a Saturday, so you should be seeing blastocyst stage embryo. So day 1, so you have a 1 cell. Day 2, you have 2 to 4 cells. Day 3, 6 to 10 cells. For day 4, morula stage. Day 5, you should see blastocyst embryo. So blastocyst embryo has got 2 different cell lines. You have got surrounding cells. This is called trophoectoderm cells. Those cells become placenta. Then you have got inner cell mass. You have got a clump of cells inside the embryo. These are baby cells. These cells should become baby. So if you see a sac filled with a fluid and with cells on the surface, trophoectoderm, and inner cells inside, that's called blastocyst stage embryo. That's what we want before we transfer the embryos. So, and the blastocyst stage embryos can be in different stages of development. So let us say you have a for 2 cell, 4 cell, 8 cell, then morula stage, which is day 4. Then you have a day 5. You can have a very early blastocyst, early blastocyst, full blastocyst, expanded blastocyst, hatching blastocyst, and fully hatched blastocyst. So overall, we really want blastocyst embryos from early stage of blastocyst and fully hatched blastocyst. Fully hatched blastocyst is ready for implantation. This happens on day 5 or day 6. So these are the normal embryo developments. When everything is going well, the embryo should develop in this manner. So if embryos have some chromosome problems, if they're not healthy enough to become baby, then they can stop at any point of development, or they can degenerate. Degeneration means they start breaking down, or they just simply stop. Let us say after 4 cell, they just stop. They just run out of energy because their chromosomes are abnormal. They cannot multiply, and they can just stop at any point. So yes, in normal embryo development, so it takes approximately 5 days. The day 0 being day of egg collection, day 5 being the day of embryo transfer.